Aberdeen is located in the northeast of Scotland. With a population of approximately 200,000, it's Scotland's third largest city. For thousands of years, all through history until today, migration has played an important role in the cultural and economic development of the city. The discovery of North Sea oil and gas has brought tens of thousands of migrant workers from all over the world, and the higher education institutions attract many international students each year. Today, 15.9% of the population in Aberdeen comes from a minority ethnic background, which is higher than in both Edinburgh and Glasgow. One would expect then to find a music scene that reflects this diversity. However, after monitoring music events listings over the past years, local media and arts shared shmu noticed that music events which feature performers from minority ethnic backgrounds were seriously lacking in the city's venues. Why was this? Was it because there weren't any performers from minority ethnic backgrounds?
Kim is also called hammer dowsimer. Originally from China, the fifth king of Thailand has went over to China and heard this piece of musical instrument. He fell in love with the musical instrument, and he thought, okay, let's bring it over to Thailand and play together with the Thai classical music. The first time when it played with the Thai classical music, the sound it was too harsh, too strong, and then they adapted so that it sounds softer and it blended in okay with the Thai orchestra, and that's what we got Kim as you see today.
I arrived to finish my placement in the lab in Aberdeen, and that was for work, finishing my studies. And the second week I met the person who started the group, so that's how I started drumming in Aberdeen.
And that's not me.
No.
But we met at a rehearsal of the group as it was formed 8 years ago?
About 10 years ago. Yeah.
Okay. The group's called Drum in a Boot, and it's a community-based group. Everyone's welcome. It's a drop-in group. We let anyone in, as you can see.
As you can see. Any randoms that pass around, they can come in.
I came to Aberdeen for family reasons, and then found drumming, and found a reason to stay here.
Find another reason to stay?
No, drumming first. Then I found him.
Yeah.
try to bring masters. So we're clearly not African ethnicity, but we try to bring out master drummers from various parts of West Africa, Senegal, Guinea, and we try to bring them to Aberdeen. There are quite a few masters based in England. And southern Scotland as well. We try to bring them up here once a year, somebody to give this group exposure to something a bit more authentic, and try to inspire people a bit more. We do our best on a weekly basis, but we take our inspiration also from African masters and from travelling to West Africa. Most of the rhythms we play were created by women, clapping and dancing. So a lot of this music, when you see played by Africans, are played by men. It's the way it is. But they were created by women. They clap and dance and sing, and the rhythms that were transposed to the different drums were created by their hands and their feet.
I mean, some of them, I've been playing for many years, but they can't barely remember any name, so not any of the meaning of the rhythms.
Oh, it's for fun?
Yeah.
We do it for fun, and we like to do performances, but when we do performances, as in the original tradition, everyone joins in. It's for the village. Somebody starts playing, everyone starts singing and clapping and dancing. When we play, we're often on a stage and people are watching us.
Sitting.
So it's a different thing, but we just like to share the joy a little bit. A lot of the masters will say, when you teach this stuff, you've got to teach exactly where it comes from, what it's called, what it's for, and the story behind it. From master to master to master to master, from different ethnic groups, they have different versions of what this is. And I've found over the years that when I tell a story, somebody's there to say it's inaccurate. So if they can't agree, I'd rather not kind of give inaccurate information. We use the names that we've been taught and leave it at that. And we play for the fun of the music.
The thing that brought me to Aberdeen was that 2 years ago in November I started as a PhD student at the Elphinstone Institute doing a PhD in ethnomusicology and tonality and singing, and traditional singing in Europe. So yeah.
Där växte upp en lilja I Gröndalen, liksom en blomstertärna där upprann.
Yeah, I think most of the times I've done my music in session, I just have gone to a thing called, a Scottish session or so on, and I've done my Scandinavian stuff, and I've been welcomed as a foreigner, but still, because many of both the songs and the melody material are very similar, if not completely identical, which is a fine thing. I really appreciate that. So that you could travel with music. The music I grew up with, I could find that it's the very same melodies and the very same stories with singers and storytellers here in Aberdeen. So.
En annan som likare är.
I grew up with folk music without knowing, mainly folk singing, without really knowing that it was folk singing. It was just people were just singing around me, family, cousins and so on. And I didn't really think about that until I started a choir school. From when I was 9 years old, I went to a choir school and we had choir singing every day. And there I met these folk melodies that I grew up with again, but in a different setting. And for the first time in my life, it was identified as a musical genre. I didn't really think about it, until then. And people do like to. My experience is that people do like to hear kind of the very same stories and. Yeah, mainly stories. I mean, wherever it's kind of themes that are not related to culture or not related to time. It's kind of longing for something or grieving something. It's just kind of eternal things that people have been singing about. So it's nice.
Men änglarna I himmelen de sang.
My name is Yu Li, but my friends all call me Yo-Yo. And like a toy, up and down, and that's life. Actually, I was working here as a volunteer last year, in the Nahar Campil community, and it's so wonderful there. And I played the violin for them every weekend, which really helps me a lot. And then I just I fall in love with Aberdeen, and find out there is very fantastic course in University of Aberdeen, and so I'm studying at here now. Because this is very traditional Chinese classical music, and actually we changed the tune into violin. So Chinese people can recognize this is Chinese tune, but maybe few of them know in its even the Chinese. It's even that tune is very famous in China, called White Flowers, So Red. It's actually from an old film, which is praise the love and friendship between the people in Kazakhstan, minority group. In China, we have 55 minority group, and this group is very good at dancing and singing, and so this tune is very famous, active. Yeah.
Well, my name is Noelia.
My name is Javier.
Se me va este amor que he ido amasando con mis manos, se me va.
We started with some sevillanas, which is a style of music we do in certain parties at the south of Spain, especially it's coming from Seville. Is something very, very, very popular the south of Spain.
Another one of the songs is a carnival type, and the other type was a rumba.
Que se vaya de mis manos y en un soplo tanto amor y se me va.
Well, I've come here looking for a job. I finished my degree last June, and I've been here almost a month.
I honestly didn't come at the beginning straight to Aberdeen. I went to Inverness at the beginning, and then I went to Glasgow, and then to Aberdeen. But I've been most of the time just here in Aberdeen, and really happy about it. So.
Se ha ido muriendo, de repente de mis manos se me va.
I've been in 2 different bands, and this is the third band I have. Well, it's only the 2 of us, but we met 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
Y el lunes de romería cuando te acalora aprieta, la dieron por la mañana.
Once you join, you mix the cultures, you get advantage of so many things. So take advantage of it, go for it. Yeah, I think so.
Yo soy la madre de Dios y la Virgen de Rocío.
I came for a job, and that's the reason I'm in Aberdeen. I'm
working in the ship management company, and so there's a lot of offshore industry. That's why I'm here.
এক পিড়িতে শিব শ্মশানবাসী আর এক পিড়িতে গোরা হলো নগর নিমাই সন্ন্যাসী
I do have like community. There's quite a bit of Asian communities, Indian, Bangladeshis, and Pakistanis. So sometimes we have occasional get-together. That's the time we do have various festivals. But this is something I find it's an amazing. This is the opportunity I never had, and whoever has organized, thanks to them. I'm grateful to them because I've been looking for some time. But it's a very expensive equipment, and I couldn't get it before. So thank you very much for inviting me.
আরে ভাই নদের নিমাই সন্ন্যাসী সে যে গীত গোবিন্দ পদ্মাবতী সে যে গীত গোবিন্দ পদ্মাবতী এরাই কেবল ভয়জনা গোলে মালে পিরি করুণা.
And if we can blend East and the West, as I can see it's happening here, I think we can have a tremendous potential. Like today, Simon told me like there are people who are coming to this project, and I think if this is the intention, I think we have a very bright future. And there will be a lot of youngsters who are, I'm sure, will be willing to get back to their track and know their past, know their original culture. So I think there's a huge amount of potential for this work.
After several months of recording individually in the studio, the performers met each other for the first time at Station House Media Unity.
Mira la cara que es la primera. Mira la cara que es la primera. Que es la primera y la vas seduciendo a tu manera. Y la vas seduciendo a tu manera.
There, they discussed their experiences in making music in the city, listened to each other's recordings, and made plans to collaborate for the final concert.
Se conquista bailando por sevillana. Mira la cara que es la segunda. Que es la segunda. Mira la cara que es la...
At the first mention of you, Aberdeen, many moons ago, my ears pricked to attention. I was told you are like other places, very unlike them. My increase and I took to you like fish to water. Years flew by, as if chased by the winds, so typical of your shores. We blossomed and we flourished within your embrace. Chavinawa, with all you had to offer. Nay, bad they all were, we thoroughly enjoyed. Then I knew why I was here. Your beauty and uniqueness draws me back wherever I may go. Aberdeen, home.
महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि वसिष्ठवामदेवादिवन्दितमहागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि वसिष्ठवामदेवादिवन्दितमहागणपतिं
Sé que tú no quieres que yo a ti te quiera, siempre tú me esquivas de alguna manera. Si te busco por aquí, me sales por allá. Lo único que yo quiero, no me hagas sufrir más tu pena.
De mi tierra bella, de mi tierra santa, ese grito de los tambores y los timbales al tumban ya. Y siempre nunca cantaron
It's a great celebration of the diversity and the beauty.
It's really good. It's lovely to see something new and something different, and what I love about live music is that it's so organic and creative and on the spot, and it's just lovely to be a part of that. So really enjoyed it, yeah, and I'd love to actually find out more about the musicians.
I thought it was amazing. I think it was incredibly varied. I didn't know what was coming next, didn't know which country we were going to go to next, and it was beautiful, the collaborations at the end where everyone just felt the groove and went with it. It was beautiful.
You know, to see those kind of like communities come together today and get like such a diverse range of culture and music from different cultures, I think it's just really refreshing to see and to hear as well. And then on top of that, I think also to then see people like start to work together, and then you know, it's almost that kind of like multicultural crossover, and you know, I think it's even better, you know, and that kind of like starts to bring together that idea about living with each other and respecting each other's difference and uniqueness, and kind of taking all that on board so that we can all kind of learn from each other, and using music as a like a platform for that, I think is a fantastic thing to hear.
This project showed clearly that the shortage of opportunities for minority ethnic musicians in Aberdeen wasn't for the lack of artists, but rather that maybe there is a disconnect between the city's music scene and the wider minority ethnic community. We have all the tools and ingredients at our disposal: musicians, venues, festivals, funders, and audiences. So what is the problem? It's time to get everyone round the table and find a way to celebrate together the full cultural landscape in Aberdeen.